We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. What a pleasure to be in this. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Good counter punching. That counter shot lands. Insane action. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into a arena.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Oh, wait a minute. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look, and down goes Fury.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, can you continue?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round.
What do you do?
And there's the bell to start round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He can't score with that uppercut. They better start respecting each other's punching power. It bombs away. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well done with that counter shot. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need. And there's the bell for round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
powerful counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Swing and a miss with that jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab slightly off target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided. On to the fourth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Missing with the hook. So much firepower here. And he scores with the counter. Misses with the jab. There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. They both want the knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two fighters are made for one another. That counter punch caught him clean. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like... This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice job to block that uppercut. The straight right just misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. The stamina is off the charts. That left hook misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt. And there's the bell for round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missed with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that jab not going to score. With the hook. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last one. And we enter the 8th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. A perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions.
His legs are gone. Gotta get their hands up. It's survival instincts, Dad. Get him up.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this?
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a start.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Egis Kavaliauskas. He stands for Egis Kavaliauskas, the Olympic fighter who was brilliant in his amateur career, is a very tough out here in the professional ranks. Making his way.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Kaunas, Lithuania, introducing the Mean Machine, Egidijus Kavaliauskas.
And this one has all of those big fight feels. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Opposite counter lands. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Missing with that jab. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The right hook misses. Beautiful counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. Well done with that. Oh, and the grand champion. Oh, and Chavez goes down.
Oh, what a shot. What, oh my goodness.
Told out Chavez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. And there's the bell to start round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Fighters completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counterpunching. This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter shot. He misses with that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
What a punch. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about what the Mean Machine did in that last round. Pretty dominant round. And there's the bell to start round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. The jab slightly off target. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One, did you see that? Julio Cesar Chavez in some serious trouble. We enter the final 10 seconds here. It's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Chavez in the... There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter. And he misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about what the Mean Machine did in that. On to the 5th we go. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
We've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Good counter punch. Chavez goes down.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Chavez in that lap. This is the beginning of round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He misses with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Couldn't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Chavez in that last. Round 7, here we go. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round.
Switch on.
There's the bell to start round 8. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That uppercut just missed. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked.
Does he know he's hurting? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. Counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Just missed with that hook. Nice counter punch. Some might have thought the fight